This is Saturday, the second day of August 2025, and this is late evening. Good evening, thanks for joining me in this video. Kemi Badenoch recalls harsh boarding school life in Nigeria, describe it as being in prison. Kemi Badenoch recalls harsh boarding school life in Nigeria, describes it as being in prison. Actually, this woman is not giving up. She wants to tell her story, but so many people don't like it. So many politicians are angry, but they can't do her anything, unfortunately. The APC government of Tinubu is not comfortable with what she's saying every day. And the likes of, the so-called international businessmen in Nigeria, they don't still like what she's saying because they said she's demarketing Nigeria. And other people are saying that this lady has the potential and opportunity to becoming the next prime minister of the Great Britain. So people are saying, so if this woman becomes the prime minister, she will definitely continue to tell her story, and they want to stop her. Wow. The unfortunate thing is that next tomorrow being Monday, this lady is also going to another podcast, and she will still expose so many things about Nigeria. So the lady is not giving up. The question is, what she said, is it true or false? It doesn't matter who is saying it, whether she's a high-profile personality or low-profile person like me. But what someone, expose, whether it's true or not, that is the most important thing. Because we must not shy away. If Nigeria has not happened to you, you will not understand what this lady is saying. After listening to the podcast, and I started thinking what Nigeria did to me me personally. Even as I'm talking to you now, I'm remembering the day I got accident. It was terrible. It was fatal. I was bleeding, seriously, and nothing like ambulance now. They put me on a commercial motorcycle and they drove me. It was like 25 kilometers to where we went to the hospital, okay? The following community, the next community. So when we got there, the doctor demanded that he needed an advance before they would start treating me. See, I was putting on, a shoe. That shoe was filled with blood. My blood was flowing on the streets. When I got there, I knew I was about to faint. So I told them that I'm giving up because I lost everything. And in that situation, the doctor was telling me that we have to deposit before they will start treatment. If I had power to end the man's life, I would do that because that is a government hospital. It was a government hospital I went. And I am from Delta State. That hospital is a Delta State. It is a Delta State Hospital Management Board. It's under Delta State Hospital Management Board. I am talking about, that was very long time ago. That should be 2009, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very long time ago. That my single experience, anytime I remember it, I shed tears because I alone, nobody, no other person understands what I went through that day. I was giving up. The woman that caught me, the woman was carrying condemn iron. I was riding, I was on bike, then she was coming. Despite I gave her chance, she still, injured me, hit me with her condemn materials. And it was so terrible. I left my machine there and they rushed me to the hospital with another person's machine. Anytime I remember it, I don't feel comfortable. Now, another one is when I was in school, still Delta State institution. Because I was the one training myself. The first year I entered higher institution, after paying acceptance fee, doing all those things, I was unable to pay the school fees for the first year. And I was not allowed to write exam. That is normal, but it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. And I was denied, and the year was like, it was a waste. I needed to start doing another thing to save money to come back the next year, and I started, the school the following year, paid my school fees again. That is not supposed to be. You know what it means to waste one full year, okay? Though I went to learn one or two things and I hustled. But if I begin to tell you my experience, a lot of them, it's not good thing to share with you. It's not a good thing to share with you. See, Nigeria killed dreams. Some persons, Nigeria helped them, whether in a good way or in a corrupt way. Nigeria made them. But the people Nigeria killed, the people Nigeria suffered, the people Nigeria is dehumanizing. It's like times 1,000, times 1 million of the people, above the people Nigeria helped. It's so unfortunate. Now, what this lady said, this is an article that just transcribed what she said on the podcast. So it's voluminous. But let's read the ones we'll be able to read. And I will explain. Let me put myself in the position of this lady. I will explain every bit that the lady is saying. If Nigeria has not happened to you, you will never understand what someone like me feel about the place called Nigeria. You won't understand. Okay? Now, it reads that Conservative Party leader and UK opposition leader Kemi Badenoch has opened up about her difficult experience growing up, including her time at a federal government girls' boarding school in Sagamu, Nigeria, which she likened to a prison. Speaking from Westminster within sight of big men, Badenoch, the MP for Saffron Walden since 2017, recounted her childhood in Lagos above her father's medical clinic, her formative years across Nigeria, the US, and the UK, and the enduring lessons of hardship and ambition. Badenoch shared candid memories from her childhood in Lagos and her experience as a student in the Nigerian federal education system. She described her Shagamu boarding school as a place of hardship marked by poor living conditions, a lack of water, and strict manual labor duties. It is the way in Nigeria. We went through it, but it's an abomination in other countries, especially the kind of labor we went through during our school days when we are going to school. Sometimes they will ask us, today is a labor day. We need to clear our bushes, do everything. What is government doing? The time to learn, we use it to do all nonsense things. Sometimes they will ask us to go and uproot bamboo. Bamboo, we'll start uprooting it. Students. Like, there is nothing people did not go through, and people are still going through all those things today. So I feel the pain, the bad and harsh memory the lady is sharing. Sorry to call her gay, okay? All right. She explained that students had to cut the grass with machetes because there were no lawn mowers. There was no running water. They fetched it with buckets. The environment was very grim. Everybody knows what she said, so it's not a new thing. Now, according to her, there were 300 students in the dormitory with 20 to 30 girls crammed into each room. Badenoch revealed that she was just 11 years old when she was sent to the school, marking her first experience away from home. She recalls exchanging her meal for books and losing a significant amount of weight due to a poor diet and her aversion to certain foods, particularly fish. The broadcast episode explored not only her educational hardship, but also her reflections on Nigeria's complex colonial legacy, women's health, and her dual identity as both British and Nigerian. She also spoke about being born in Wimbledon as a result of fertility treatment her parents sought in the UK, despite being raised in Nigeria and later in the United States. Now, the leader of the Conservative Party and member of the parliament for Saffron Walden, Badenoch credits her challenging early life for shaping her political view and personal resilience. And this is what she said in quote. So my very first memory, and I actually had to sit down and think about this because I couldn't remember what my first memory was. But thinking, my earliest memory was actually my 4th birthday, which was January 1984. And I remember it because I always wanted to know when my birthday was. So my dad says, and he came up to me in that morning and he said, today is your birthday because I do been asking when is my birthday. When is my birthday? When is my birthday? is it my birthday? I was obese with birthdays. And I remember my fourth birthday because I had a baby cake. Anyway, what she said, as I said earlier in the podcast, is phenomenal. So there is no go there. But the experience she shared is what we're talking about. See? It is something each and every one of us should think before we condemn her. A lot of people like to condemn this lady, but don't pray to go through what she went through. Don't pray to go through what she went through. Don't pray for your children to go through what she went through, because I know what she's talking about. She is telling her story, but this is like a living story, because we, the living, we also experience it. So it's a living story. That is my side of the story. And I don't want people to condemn this lady for anything. Let me know what you think on the comment section. I am Okocha Happy Marcel.